What's up, guys? Team Moki to be here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a deck update on my Dimensional Eatos deck. I've been playing it. I've been topping at locals actually. The past 3 times I went up top 8'd. The last time I went undefeated until last round when I got beat by Blackwings, just barely. It went to game 3, so I mean it's not like I got 2-0'd or anything. And I finally 2-0'd X-Sabers. Well, I would personally say the best person at our locals. Corey Jeems, well, I don't know about the best person, but the most skillful person at our locals, who rarely loses. I think he said I was the first person to ever 2-0 him. And I just really drew, like, the first game I was really bad, and I lost, no, I didn't lose, I 2-0'd him, obviously, but, no, I almost lost, and then I topped a Barbaros for the win with a skill drain out, and I barely got over his foul troll. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and go through the deck. Like I said, there's only one change to the main deck and only one change to the side deck. The extra deck's the same, and I'll let you know what it is. So we'll go ahead and go 2 Guardian Eatos. A lot of people have been giving me criticism for this, so I'll go ahead and explain a little bit. The 2 Eatos I like way better than 3 Eatos, just because it frees up 2 deck spots. I am running 41 cards, so it doesn't matter much, but I mean, it frees up 2 deck spots, it frees up the second Eatos, and in my personal opinion, if you run 3 Eatos, you have to run a Soul Release to effectively run it, even with the 2 macros, so I'd rather run, other cards. So 2 Eatos, it's still a good beat, and an excellent first play card. You got your 3 Barbaros standard. I have this in order by monster spells, traps, obviously, and then in that subcategorized, because I'm really weird and OCD like that, with the most important cards, I think. So so we'll go ahead and go to the next set. Give me a second here. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Next most important card, we got Stratos, who searches your 3 Neos Alias. Now, the only reason I say these are more important is because they're roto-searchable. That's the only reason they're more important than my Crusaders. They're searchable by Stratos and roto-searchable, although I still have yet to pull off the Spell Trap Destruction effect off him. I usually just get him for the plus. Then we got the Battle Fader, just to stop OTKs and stuff like that, or amazing against Infernities. You got your Constant Field Presence with DD Survivor. A lot of beat sticks in the game right now are 1800, so you can summon your Survivor with a D-Fisher macro out and a Ram, and it's awesome. Then here's my only change. I was running this guy main deck. This is the only, well, this is, I guess technically I have 2 changes to side deck because I switched this out. I was maining this guy, Elector Sovereign of Birds, but with Quick Draw out and some of these other weird decks that don't run, specific types like Glad Beast and stuff like that are getting really good. It's just, I'd rather have a dependable monster, and Cyber Dragon works against Machina matchup, and it's obviously a card I can keep in when I side, so it's just a lot easier for me. I have to side less cards. So now we got 3 Dimensional Fissure for the spells. By the way, my Spell Trap monster lineup goes 15, 11, 15, 15 monsters, 11 spells, 15 traps. So we got the 3D Fissure, it's really good, keeps monsters out of grave for Eatos, stops Kalute, stops Infernities, all that kind of stuff. We got the 3 Gemini Spark, next important spell, amazing pluses. Surprisingly, next important would be Gravekeeper's Servant. It really stalled. I've had several games where I've just got this lockdown, and they were just like, okay, scoop game 2, because they need to side spell trap removal. Next, I really like the Double Chalice. I used to run 1 and tech it, and I didn't even like it then. I just thought, oh yeah, I can chalice my Barbaros, and it's better. But I mean, there's so many things that this stops. You can stop after Gladiator Beast, has attacked. You can chalice this. If a Shura attacks and kills a monster in damage step, you can drop Forbidden Chalice on their Shura to where you take a little bit less, or you take a little bit more damage, but they don't get the free monster. You can also negate an Armor Master to get over it with Barbaros or something like that. And then Rhoda, just because it searches cards and it's the last spell, so obviously something has to be last. Next, the traps. Most important trap, and I don't see why people aren't running 3 of these in Eatos. 3 Dark Bribe. Okay, yes, it's a -1, but it gets rid of all kinds of stupid stuff. You have small amount of monsters, so you need to protect them, so you can use this on Vortexes, stuff like that. I've often used it on a skill, or not a skill drain, a smashing grind if I have to. Mainly it's for, like, Heavy Storm, Trunade, the first Infinity Launcher, any big push cards that are going to be game breaking, you really want to use this on. So next is Solemn, just because it does the same thing. Then you got 2 Starlight Roads. I almost always have one of them dead, but against X-Sabers it's amazing because Hunley you want to try to get advantage off of, so you want to blow up at least 2 cards to get your advantage back, and you get a free Stardust out of it, so it's really nice. Next would be 2 Skill Drains. They're just really good. I'm thinking about possibly, and so I said let me know your opinion on this, guys. go down to 1 skill drain or run Forbidden Chalice, because I really hate, guys, I just learned a ruling on this. Skill drain, if they Dust Tornado or MST in a chain to skill drain doesn't resolve and negate the effect. So like if I have a Barbaros and they attack and I chain skill drain to the attack, they can chain Dust Tornado or MST to destroy the skill drain. I would still have to pay the 1,000 for the cost, but because skill drain didn't resolve, it got killed before it could resolve. Barbaros is still at 3,000. Now if you guys have a different know about this ruling, let me know, but that's as far as I know, that's how it works. We got 2 Macrocosmos. This completely shuts down Infernities. Anybody who's siding D-Fissures against Infernities, side these. They're way better. Wait till they activate that what's it called, Infernity Launcher, and let them dump the cards. Those can go to grave, that's fine. And then, as soon as they dump the cards, chain Macrocosmos to whatever the hell they do next, or just activate Macrocosmos, because Infernity Launcher has to get sent to graveyard to work, so it's like, ha, your Infernity Launcher is removed and you can't use it anyway. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, a lot of people give me another crap for this, but it's just really good stall. It forces out an MST, a bottomless, or not an MST, a bottomless, an MST, a Heavy Storm, Dust Tornado, or something like that, to get rid of a stupid card like this instead of a way more important card, so it draws out resources. Double bottomless, pretty much staple. Mirror Force, even though it's being reprinted, I probably should get rid of mine, but yeah, Mirror Force is just awesome. And then Torrential Tribute. Even though I don't really like Torrential all that much anymore, I still going to keep it in. So side deck, like I said, there's only really 2 changes to the side deck, so we'll go ahead and go through that. We got Consecrated Light for Infernities. We got Patchul for when I side out my D-Fissures and Macros. We got a second Cyber Dragon for when I side in my Honest. We got Elector for X-Sabers, Blackwings, all that other cool stuff. All the other meta stuff. We got Double Ryo, same reason. You guys know I've talked about this before, the Double Honest, when I side out the D-Fissures and Macros, it's really good. 2 Grand Convergence for when I side in the 3rd Macro. Divine Wrath is new, that's the only other change besides the switch out of Elector and Cyber Dragon. It's just really good in so many matchups. It's chainable against Infernities, so if you don't have a Chalice or something like that, you can Divine Wrath it. You can also use this to stop a Miststorm or something like that. Yeah, it's a -1, but more than likely you're going to side this in against, like, OTK decks, really. Got him Z-Call because I do run the Patchul, so I can set the Patchul, they attack into my Patchul, you know, it flips up, I don't get hurt unless it's a board or something like that. Then on my turn I can activate Got him Z-Call against X-Sabers and take their stuff, or activate it when they have an X-Saber out. Royal Oppression, just good card in general, and then the 3rd Macrocosmos. And then I also keep with me a Fiber Jar for band tournaments, because this card is amazing. If it was back, Guardian Eatos, I guarantee would be tier 1 if this card was back. Besides FTK decks, I mean, that rely on this. But I mean, Guardian, like, imagine running this in 3 Eatos. Okay, it doesn't affect your remove from play pile, which does kind of suck. But Fiber Jar flips up, you return all cards back to your deck from your graveyard too. That's a free Eatos every time. Are you kidding? Now, extra deck, it's pretty much self-explanatory for the most part. So we got the Fortress Dragon, because I run Cyber Dragons. Now these, a lot of people are going to question me, and I've had this at locals so many times, like, why the hell do you have these? In my extra deck, just because I only have the 1 tuner, and I don't really need a, you know, plethora of synchros. Majority of my synchros or extra deck are just Ghost Rare cards, because the Ghost Rare synchros are awesome, because it's like white on white. The Fusion's kind of like, I mean, I've got the hero ones in my hero book, but yeah, the Ghost Rare synchros just look pro. So Majestic Red, Majestic Star, Blackwinged Dragon. The only actual synchro that I'm probably going to use on a regular basis, triple Ghost Stardust, Ghost Black Rose, Ghost Power Tool, Ghost Fairy Dragon, and then these are the 3 synchros that I would probably use with Patchul or whatever. A Brionic, a Goyo, and a magical, or a Red Dragon Archfiend. I don't like Magical Android just because I don't run level 3, so it's like impossible. Yeah, that's my Eatos deck. I've been topping with it. It's done really good lately. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions, and don't just suggest, oh, take out useless Majestic Red and Majestic Star from your extra deck. Yeah, I know putting better cards in there would be, you know, more of an ideal choice, because I could actually use the other cards I put in, but with this, I mean, it's just, I like it so much better because it's so cool, because I can use stupid puns like, you don't have a ghost of a chance, and stuff like that. So, comment, rate, sub, guys, if you have any suggestions, in the underbar below, and peace, guys. Check out my Lightsworn video I'm posting next.